Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our next segment is focused on the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation. Here to tell us more about that is Michael J. Wos. He's the Executive Director of PFF-WCF. How are you?
Great.
I'm glad to have you here. Your organization's been around for about 30 years, and I'm interested in you telling us a little bit more about how it all got started.
Yes, 30 years ago, in the city of Milwaukee, there were 3 fires in the span of 15 days that took the lives of 20 people, including 17 children. That was the catalyst to start the Wisconsin Alliance for Fire Safety, an organization that went on to create nationally recognized programming for fire prevention, fire safety education, and created support for burn survivors of all ages and all stages of recovery.
Wow.
About 3.5 years ago, kind of absorbed the Wisconsin Alliance for Fire Safety with the promise to maintain the cause and improve the programs moving forward, and things are going very well.
Yeah, obviously, and it's interesting in reading the history to see where Mayor Henry Meyer played a big role in all of it kind of coming together as well.
Yes, over the last 30 years, fire-related death in Wisconsin has been cut in half. More importantly, where we focus our efforts on children and providing fire safety education in schools, fire deaths among children under the age of 18 has been cut by 80% in the last 30 years. So that's something the organization definitely feels we helped with, and as well as the rest of the fire service in Wisconsin.
Yeah, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of people when I say thank you for that. The mission, of course, is to promote, encourage, and foster fire safety, burn prevention, and public safety education. So with that said, not only are you supporting firefighters and the communities they serve, you guys really go out of your way to support burn survivors. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the public education that you do, if you would.
Yeah, absolutely. Our largest fire safety program is our Fire Safety Newspapers and Education program. We just celebrated the 20th anniversary during Fire Prevention Week last October. We print 500,000 copies, and it's distributed in the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel on Sunday to kick off Fire Prevention Week. But we also deliver it to every 4th through 7th grade student in the state, and just about 2,200 schools.
Wow, that's a lot, and it's really getting a lot done.
Yeah.
When we look at statistics, they show us that smoke alarms save lives. However, there are many people who are living in homes as we speak who don't have a working smoke detector. So if you would, talk about the increased danger that poses.
Absolutely. People have to check their smoke alarms. It's the easiest thing you can do to keep your family safe.
Yeah.
We're proud partners of the Wisconsin Smoke Alarm Fire Education Coalition, or WISSAFE. It's an organization of fire service representatives who work to prevent the devastating effects of fire in people's homes by providing education and installing smoke alarms. So we partner with the American Red Cross too, and in the last 2.5 years we've distributed about 16,000 smoke alarms to just over 200 departments in the state. And we're starting to see the success stories of families making it out alive because they were awoken by a smoke alarm in the middle of the night.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's heartbreaking when you read those headlines that say, you know, someone perished because they didn't have working smoke detectors, but then it's refreshing when you see the news stories of, you know, people like yourself and the Red Cross walking around door to door making sure people have smoke detectors. So if someone is in need of one and having one installed, what do they need to do?
Most fire departments offer some kind of smoke alarm installation service. If a person's in need and they don't have the resources to do that. Also the Red Cross and getasmokealarm.org, and right here in Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Fire Department has a hotline as well.
I love that. So when we talk about things being properly installed and maintained, that's a huge deal. So you guys actually send people out to install them if need be, and what we want to definitely make sure is people who have smoke detectors in their home keep those working, because there's a large percentage, I'm thinking nationwide, like 24%, that don't even have batteries.
Absolutely. The smoke alarms we're installing are actually 10-year varieties, so that they last the batteries last 10 years. We still encourage people to check the batteries every month. And what most people don't realize is smoke alarms over the age of 8 to 10 years old that's their service life. They need to be replaced at that point. They will not work as well as they did out of the box.
Makes a lot of sense. And so I mentioned that you guys really go far and beyond for burn survivors, and each and every year you do something extremely special for young burn victims. So if you would tell us about your summer camp that's coming up.
Yeah, our summer camp for burn injured youth, or burn camp, is for kids ages 7 to 17 with life-changing burn injuries. It's a fun summer camping experience where kids just get to come from all over the state and just be with kids that are just like them.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing we hear from the burn survivors themselves, is they go through life without ever meeting anybody else like them. So it creates a community and network of support that lasts a lifetime, and promotes healing and emotional support. We kicked off an Explorers program for kids under the age of 7 that are not ready to spend the night.
Away from home, yeah.
Right. And then a young adult leadership program for kids that have aged out of the program and that they transition into leadership roles in the camp. So it's in August 16th to or August 12th through the 18th. The public is welcome on the 16th for Visitors Day. There's a fire truck parade, and actually the application is open right now for both staff and burn survivors. It's closing on it's closing on June 15th.
June 15th is the deadline. Okay, so you said a couple of things that I think stand out. You said that kids are able to kind of share their emotions and stories, and this is considered a safe environment where they are comfortable and feel like that everyone there understands what they've gone through or maybe what they are currently going through. And you also have volunteers who are burn survivors who are, really there to help make their experience even more exciting, right?
Yes, absolutely. About a third of our staff is former campers and burn survivors themselves. So that really makes it special for kids.
Yeah.
And what really makes our programming unique is each year we center the program and the activities around a theme. Last year, the theme was "It's Your Story, Choose Your Adventure," focusing on the choices we all have of how we see the world around us. And this year, we just announced the theme. We kept it a secret for a long time. It's "See What Can Be," SEA, so kind of a nautical theme, and all the programming activities will be centered around that.
And there's a lot of water at camp, yes. So what are some of the activities that they'll be taking part in?
We're trying to make it special for every kid, so they really have the choice. They can go to a leather shop, they can do horseback riding, there's a zip line. The teens have a off-campus trip every year where they go to the technical college and learn about life skills and career paths and everything like that, as well as doing things like stand-up paddleboarding and fun activities during one day of the week.
Yeah, so they're meeting new friends, making memories, and there's the possibility that once they leave the camp, then they can stay in contact with some of the people they meet, right?
Yes, absolutely. We realized when kids age out of the programming at 17, they lose that network of support. So we have what we call winter leadership for young adult burn survivors. It's a summer or winter retreat where burn survivors go and we continue that network of support, as well as provide scholarships, both academically and scholarships to attend outside programming throughout the year all over the country for burn survivors to continue healing.
That is amazing. And what's most important is that this is absolutely free of charge. So anyone out there that knows of a young person that meets these qualifications or just really just wants to help spread the word, that's welcome, right?
Absolutely. There's so many people to thank, so many incredible people out there that donate and make a difference in these kids' lives. And they work with us year-round to plan the camp and then raise funds to really make a difference and change lives.
So what exactly does somebody need to do to get signed up?
Go to our website, pffwcf.org. And under the Burn Survivor Support tab, there's an application to fill out for both campers and staff. And anything else we do too. There's plenty of information there about fire prevention and other means to contact us.
Yeah, and there's a lot of camaraderie between you guys. You come together for different things. You just had your big gala, right?
Yes, our Fired Up fundraiser and charity ball.
Fired up, ready to go.
Yes. It was at the Harley-Davidson Museum inside the garage. Excellent opportunity to showcase our programming and show everybody the work we do. The whole community came out and really supported us. It was a really magical event that really going to make a difference and enable us to do a lot of neat things here coming up.
Now, I read about one fundraiser, and it kind of slips my mind, but maybe you can help me remember. Was it some type, it was a sporting event where you guys were like competing against each other, or maybe you were competing against the police? I'm not sure.
Yes, Battle of the Badges hockey.
I see your energy level,
yes.
just that competitiveness just kicked in.
The Milwaukee Fire Department, or the Milwaukee Area Fire Department hockey team, they do so much for us. They're traveling around the country, excellent hockey team, winning tournaments, donating everything back to burn camp. And there's actually a tournament coming up here in August where we're going to do it all again. So we're really excited about that.
So August is a hot month, no
Yep.
pun intended.
Yes.
For sure, every sense of the word. The burn camp's going on again August 12th through the 18th. That's at Camp Timberley in East Troy, Wisconsin. About how far is East Troy from Milwaukee?
Well, it's only about 35 minutes.
Not too far at all, yeah.
Yep.
And then you said you got another big tournament coming up in August with the hockey team.
Yeah.
Ice hockey team.
It might actually be later in the fall, but contact the Milwaukee Area Hockey Team for more information, and it's going to be a great event.
Well, this is the time where you can tell us about anything else that you feel is important for our viewers to know about all the great work you're doing.
Sure. You know, the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundations working to create a fire-safe and burn-free Wisconsin. We support burn survivors, firefighters, and communities all across the state. Firefighters see people on the worst day of their lives, and when people are at their worst, firefighters have to be at their best.
Yeah.
So we support the firefighters so they can support the communities and their families and make a difference in people's lives. So.
Wow.
Yes.
All in a nutshell. You did a great job really pulling that all together to drive home the point of what it is you do, and it's so special what it is that you do. So I thank you and everybody that puts on that uniform for dedicating. Really, you are dedicating your life because you risk your life every time you go into a fire. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate you stopping by. Michael J. Wos is the Executive Director of the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation. For more information on anything that we've discussed today, you can again visit their website at pffwcf.org. And that is going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues, Milwaukee. Have a great day.